Hi guys, this is video number 3 about the March 19th, 2013 global meditation focusing on light. I almost stopped and uploaded the previous 2 videos on the subject, and then I realized, I need some more explanation here to help people to better understand what's going on. You have to understand that we are all one. There is only one in all of existence. That is the singularity. That is the point. That is that which we are ascending back to. Even as individual fragments of consciousness, we are all individual fragments of consciousness here experiencing as co-creation, co-creators, our God selves. And eventually, and it's to experience all that is, and eventually we all come back as those individual fragments into the one singularity. That is the ascension on the very opposite end. We have just now come to the halfway point of the exploration, and now it's time to start putting the fragments back together. But I mean, we're talking of, billions of years. We're not merging in souls and spirits at this point. We've got a long mission ahead of us, but we are here on earth in the most incredible time, experiencing the most incredible and toughest of all the schools of learning and duality in this universe and the multiverses. And many of you guys know that Mother Earth was one of the most difficult places. We all are ascended masters. Every single person on this planet. We've all ascended from someplace else, and we came to this place, the toughest school in the multiverses, to have this experience. And because everybody on this planet is the toughest of the tough, we are all here right now to step back into our ascended mastery, our light beings, our light selves, to realize our powers, and to help transfiguring the densities and darkness of Mother Earth, the crown jewel of all of the universe. We had this experience to go as far separate from source, and that's why we had to have these veils of illusion pulled upon us, put in front of us, so we couldn't see, so we didn't know who we were, so we could find our way back out. And as we do, what we are doing is we are sending ripples throughout all humanity, throughout all the solar system, the galaxy, and the universe. We are ascending the whole of the universe. We are all on this planet representatives of other civilizations. We are the ambassadors. We are the top dogs from the civilizations where we come from. And we came here to, at this time, at this center point of the descension into the ascension, to birth Mother Earth into that ascension, to break that veil of illusion, to take ourselves into full consciousness and remember our powers, to step into our ascension mastery, to enlighten ourselves, and to set off that chain reaction, that ripple effect. I keep on thinking the Grateful Dead ripple keeps on going through my brain, and that's such a wonderful song that talks about exactly what we're doing here. But we're doing it on a much greater way than Brother Jerry could have ever comprehended back then. And with that, I want you to understand that these persons who are playing Team Dark, just like Lucifer, for us to experience the light and understand who we were as the light, it took God's right-hand angel, the brightest of the bright, the morning star, Lucifer, to separate and to anchor the darkness, the polarity, the dualities. We could not experience duality without having that other point of reference. And so you have Archangel Michael over here, and you have Lucifer over here. Now, they're all part of us. They're all part of the one. They're all within us. We've all experienced that in our school of duality. In that was what we came here to do. But in this meditation that's going on the 19th, we have to remove that vision of being an us and them and realize there is only one. We have to remove that point of confrontation, that fight, that spiritual warfare that we have been doing, and just shine light on it, because it is within us. We are that. That is us. I am that. That I am. That is what all that is, the one, the singularity means. We have to give forgiveness. We have to give gratitude. Gratitude is probably one of the highest, if you wish to raise your vibration to the highest levels in how I've done it, gratitude is probably one of the greatest ways. Yes, the CMEs, they hit. Love and gratitude are the two ways. By being in love, that was how I finally turned on that switch of my heart chakra, the one that I was and actually still am head over heels in love with. We're no longer. We're just not even together, and but that's how things go. I was able to use that love and to activate my heart chakra, and that was by soul contract that this other individual and I came together so that I could activate, and in turn I could activate others. In the first 40-day meditation in 2009, we had to activate 8,000 people planet-wide, the same number that had ascended in all previous Earth School, in all the 4 Earth School cycles. Only 8,000 individuals had ever ascended. I remembered, and I've done this a few times now. Now we're bringing humanity through, and only with humanity coming through their ascension process can we pull Mother Earth in through that birth canal and into New Earth. Originally, there was going to be 2 Earths separating. That's what we thought in 1992 when we opened the 1111 doorway, or harmonic convergence. That's what Dolores Cannon had seen. But by 2012, we realized that, and Sandra Walters has got some wonderful, wonderful videos on this, that those of us who are here for ascension, those of us who have awakened, are doing a humanitarian effort, and we're keeping that doorway open so that the world, which was only going to be 4th dimensional, gets pulled into the 5th dimensional world. We ascend all of humanity this time. Everybody who's on this world is coming through this ascension process, and that's what we're doing. Before, there were still the 2 points. Again, the 2 worlds. Now, we're joining back into the one. And so, what we're doing here is a humanitarian effort. It's not just for Mother Earth and for this collective of humanity that is embodied on Mother Earth right now. Through their eyes as ambassadors, the civilizations which are the ambassadors for are seeing through their third eye, having the experience of duality, which they could not come to Earth School. There's not enough room for how many, hundreds of millions, if not billions of persons on a single planet. We have 7 billion people here that are representatives from other civilizations that represent billions of other people, and probably from multiple worlds too. There's no way that all these persons could come to Earth for this experiment. So what is going on is they chose the toughest of the tough. Each and every person here on planet Earth incarnate right now are ambassadors from other civilizations, whether they realize it or not, whether they're awake or not, but through their life experience, the other civilizations are ascending. They are seeing duality. They are understanding what it's like to be in the toughest of the tough schools. They are watching what's going on. That's why there's so many UFOs watching what's going on with Earth right now, and keeping us from having a nuclear confrontation on a grand scale. And it really surprised me that they had North Korea blast a nuke underground where it was said that no more nukes would be used by the Galactics. But, you know, there again, it was underground too, and it wasn't killing people. It was just sending off shockwaves around the planet. Anyway, we have to step into our powers, our memories. We have to allow those veils to drop and remember who we are and what we came here for. And we came here to ascend Mother Earth. This is not the first time that we have been right here at this time. We've done this before. As a child, I've said this in many videos and I've said it all my life, I had dreams of right now with a very, very dark timeline occurring and one with a very light timeline occurring. And we seem to have hit the higher scale of the middle road or the lower scale of the upper road. And we might be at the highest. I just haven't seen. We'll know that by the end of these next 3.5 years. And I know we accomplished our mission this time. I know that darker timeline, which I had seen as a child, is not unfolding. As of 2012, after Venus transit, the positive timeline had been reached. But all of the duality, all the various opposite points of the polarity have to play out. And that's really what this global meditation is about on the 19th at noon Pacific time. 7 p.m. I believe it is, UTC. Anyway, when we do this vision, set the intent that that light that you create, that vortex that you create from the light, that it is in a constant state of incoming light from then on. It does not end at your meditation. Set it that this focused intent will continue until we have fully ascended Mother Earth and every living soul and consciousness on this planet. And remember, every grain of sand is consciousness. Every blade of grass, every little creature, every insect, it's all consciousness, and it's all us. And there is only one. And we are coming back into that one. My brothers, my sisters, you are all heroes. I know I made that video last talking about the new heroes that I see coming out, the ones that are touching my heart so in such a great way, and I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you. Everybody on this planet is, everything on this planet at this time is, because whether it's the elemental kingdom or the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom or the human kingdom, we're all, every single one of us have chosen to be here for this time for our expressions of consciousness to the whole rest of the universe and the multiverse. And that is the true depth of what we're doing here at Earth School at this time. And there goes a beautiful monarch butterfly flying by right as I said that. That was nice. We're all butterflies, and we are coming out of our metamorphosis, out of our cocoon. The veils are dropping. We're remembering our powers, and it's time now we join together as the one that we all collectively are, to focus our light and our intent on Mother Earth, to bring her through the birth canal, to watch her come out of that cocoon and turn into a butterfly, because that's truly what's happening. That is what's happening. I have such a grand love for each and every one of you. I mean, there's no way I can tell you my feelings that I feel within my field. Maybe you could feel it in this video because I'm putting it in. And again, I only cry for love. I never cry for pain. And tears are coming to my eyes as I say that. I'm not a softie. I'm one of the toughest motherfuckers on this planet. And you'll rarely hear me say something. But I use that word then, and I don't do that often. But I did it for good reason. And I love you all. I'm so proud to be here with every one of you, to be going through this transformation at this time. And I hope you spread the news far and wide. Spread it in whatever words you can use. Get people to join in. Bring them to the light. Love you all. Bye for now. See ya on the 19th.